All right, you guys. I just want to. I am Adina. Welcome to Beyond the Veil. I'm sorry. I just finished reading Shaniqua Nickerson, and I'm about to hop into Mr. Prada's reading. Excuse me, let me burp. Thank you, Shaniqua Nickerson. You may depart in peace, my dear. All right. Let me hit this marijuana because I'm channeling dead people on a Wednesday. I hope you guys are doing well. I know you guys are doing amazing. And if you aren't, you are now. So this Mr. Prada guy, I've never heard of him until today. Apparently, he has been arrested and brought in maybe as a person of interest for the passing away, the death of his therapist or a therapist. So I'm going to find out a little bit about whether he did it, why, and what's going to become of this situation. All right. So I'm going to do this a little bit different. I want to ask first if Mr. Prada unalived the therapist man. I'm sorry, I don't have his name in front of me, the name of the victim, but I know he's a therapist, so I will just refer to him as the therapist. Most High Mother and Father God, thank you for this day, this evening. Thank you for this gift. Thank you for YouTube, this platform. Thank you for the people who join into this reading with me. Most High, did Mr. Prada take the life of the therapist that he's being accused of taking the life of? Before I do my Celtic cross reading, can you give me one card to indicate whether Mr. Prada did do it or did not do what he is being accused of? Did he do the crime of unaliving the therapist that he's been accused of, or did he not do it? One card, please, to tell me whether he did or did not do this crime. This feels like a crime of passion. This feels like a very reckless deed that was done here. Not something that was premeditated. This is feeling like there is no other way because this person is a man of means, has money and resources. All right, so now that I got that out of the way, let's just get into it. Mr. Prada, oh, he's crying, sobbing actually, allegedly, in my imagination. Mr. Prada, Mr. Prada, come talk to me. What happened with this therapist? Did you do the crime? Did you take the life of this therapist? And if so, why? Excuse me. Why do you seem so erratic? And what happened? You definitely... Okay. All right. Mr. Prada, Most High Mother and Father God, please allow me to speak to the soul, the spirit of Mr. Prada, and cause him to keep no truths hidden from me. Cause him to speak from his soul's truth, and may nothing that I ask to see be hidden from me. Mr. Prada, did you take the life of this therapist, and if so, why? And what will become of you? Queen of Swords in reverse, present position. I don't know if this is his mother or some woman, maybe the therapist's wife, if he was married. Hold on, guys. TikTok creator Mr. Prada in connection to death of the Baton Rouge. Warrant issued for TikTok creator Mr. Prada in the connection to death of Baton Rouge therapist. He was on the run after stealing the therapist's car after allegedly taking his life. I'm not sure who this Queen of Swords is. I don't know if this is a defense attorney talking to him. I don't know if the therapist had a wife. I don't know if this is another therapist. I'm not sure. That Queen of Swords could also be Mr. Prada. He looks to be like a gay male. So he might come up as a Queen of Swords. Challenging the Ten of Cups. This man had a family. Let me go to Google really quick, you guys, for a second. Mr. Prada. Google. Okay. Dr. William Nicholas Abram. Let me Google him. Dr. William Nicholas Abram. I want to see a little something about him. Hold on. No, I don't want you to use my location. No, thank you. Does he have any family? Let's see. I see an obituary for him online. I'm looking to see if he has a family. All right, he was 69. He was a former Catholic priest and now a therapist. Okay, he has brothers. It says Nikki is survived by his brothers, sisters, nieces and nephews. Okay, so I don't see that he has a wife. Ten of Cups. His clients. The challenge. Or no social media. I think that Mr. Prada was seeing this therapist in order to help him with maybe somehow his social media tied into why he needed to see this therapist. I do believe that they had at least 8 sessions or 8 alleged sexual encounters. If not 8, quite a few in succession. Quickies, possibly. Allegedly. There seemed to have been a breakup or a grape. This feels almost like a lover's quarrel. Now, this is someone taking advantage, but this isn't someone graping taking advantage. This is someone in a position of some type of power, whether it be monetary, societal, handing out favors. Methinks Mr. Abrams had certain relationships with his clients, and methinks that Mr. Prada maybe possibly found out that the same relationship that he had with Mr. Nicholas was the same type of relationship maybe some other clients were having. And maybe Mr. Prada did not like that. I also think that there is something about the prescriptions that were being prescribed. Me wonders what Dr. Nicholas Abrams was using his position as a therapist to do. I'll leave that as an open-ended question for now. Mr. Prada, I don't know if he is inclined to speak his truth currently. I don't know if he's going to be so easily forthcoming about everything at this moment. And it seems like he doesn't feel like anything he says would go in his favor. I get crime of passion. I feel crime of passion. I also think that there are other clients who might have similar stories to a story that Mr. Prada may have. Hopes and fears, there are some. First of all, I do see that Mr. Prada struggles with something, which is why he needed to go to a therapist in the first place. I do see the moon as a struggle. I don't know if it's bipolar or what type of diagnosis they give it. I see a concern for his mental health. I also see a concern for the secrets. I wonder what kind of treatments and experiments were being done on this boy under the guise or under the influence of his relationship with Dr. Nicholas Abram. This man gives me professional groomer, professional mind control. He feels like he has Nazi blood in him. And I say that because they founded and perfected certain mind control techniques through experiments that the Nazi scientists carried out. They came up with the MK Ultra programs and things of that nature. He feels like he has some German Nazi blood in him, and he feels like he has inappropriate relationships with clients, but he also abuses his medical authority in order to, I don't want to say carry out his own experiments, because I don't think he's just experimenting, but there's something behind what he's doing. I would probably have to read him. Six of Cups is the outcome. Now, we may hear about Mr. Prada's story, and there may be sympathy for Mr. Prada. Not saying that that sympathy is going to get him out of whatever he's accused of, but me thinks that whatever we hear about Mr. Prada in this situation with Mr. Nick Abram, we will have sympathy for Mr. Prada for some reason. And I'll find out why. Seems like a doctor who had an inappropriate relationship. Maybe they broke up with each other. Someone wanted to move on and maybe end a relationship. But, Spirit, why the Six of Cups for Mr. Prada's outcome? Ten of Wands in reverse. Judgment. The Hermit. I don't know if he's going to get some kind of help with his defense or some type of maybe support from his community, the Black community possibly. We will feel like maybe this young Black gay male had some sort of inappropriate relationship with this therapist that may make Mr. Prada seem sympathetic, or in his defense, while he's defending himself, his story may expose something that makes what he did seem like something that is justified. Let me look into this Judgment. The Magician, Queen of Cups, Justice. I see women here. The Hermit. It seems like he felt like he had no choice but to do this at some point, because if he didn't, some sort of activity would have continued to go on behind the scenes in secret. Maybe some sort of abuse. I see other alleged possible victims. This is a system of abuse in some way, something maybe at his practice or where he works, or his association of therapists who take part in this type of behavior. This isn't just a cut and dry situation here. Near future, Lovers in reverse. It seems like maybe they'll use some story as a distraction. Maybe we'll hear about a love relationship gone wrong, but it's not just that. Maybe they'll try to make it seem like Mr. Prada did it because he did it and took his car. One more card for the Lovers in reverse. I see a relationship here with this doctor, allegedly. I want to look into the Ten of Cups, and then I might stop there. No, I'm going to stop with the Eight of Pentacles so below. I see some money going on here. I don't know if Mr. Nichols was going through something financially. I don't know if his practice was doing well for some reason. I wonder if he was doing something with the prescriptions. Someone maybe was suicidal or had some suicidal thoughts, and that's why they started seeing him. If not suicidal, depression or something. I see some type of referral system. Maybe one doctor refers clients to the other doctor, to the male doctor. But it's like a buddy-buddy system. It's for some reason. Methinks that Mr. Prada was trying to get away from an abusive situation or a situation that was harmful to him or someone. All right. Something's fishy going on with this doctor and something he does for money. He's into something. But I also see a weird relationship that him and Mr. Prada had. And I believe that somehow Mr. Prada is going to gain some sympathy. Maybe not from the courts, but at least from the general public. We'll see where this goes. Love you guys. Bye.